Good afternoon, and welcome to Hampton Roads Real Estate News for October 20th, 2025. Forecasting season has begun, and it's been a busy week for home price forecasts and market predictions. While there continues to be chatter in social media about an impending housing crash, the data and expert analysis seem to expose this as nothing more than clickbait. Rather, the consensus among experts leans heavily toward an outlook of slow but steady growth due to the competing factors of affordability challenges and the persistent overall housing shortage. Moody's Analytics released their 10-year forecast this week, and they're calling for average growth in housing prices of around 2.5% for the next decade. This would mean, according to their forecast, that real estate values would roughly keep pace with inflation. This means they expect real estate to be a safe haven for wealth, but not the runaway growth vehicle it was during the pandemic. This expectation is due largely to the need for affordability to improve, which may take several more years. It is true that foreclosures are up. In fact, they're up 17% year over year for the third quarter. However, that's an increase on a nearly historic low. Only about 101,000 homes entered into foreclosure in Q3. Contrast that with the height of the great financial crisis when over 550,000 homes were entering foreclosure in a single quarter. So while foreclosures are up over last year, they're below not only the level of the GCF, but well below historical averages. Florida leads the nation in foreclosures with one in 814 homes in foreclosure. That's double the national average. It should also be noted that the average foreclosure time is down to 608 days, or 25% quicker than in 2024. This indicates banks are more willing to foreclose now, but that on average it still takes over a year and a half for the process to run, meaning many distressed homeowners have time to explore options to avoid foreclosure. Today's average 30-year mortgage rate is 6.27%, down slightly from last week and approaching a 52-week low. Nationwide, the average monthly payment for a new mortgage has dropped $283 in just 4 months, making this the most affordable time to buy a home since early in 2023. A note of caution, though, lower rates may draw more buyers into the market, which would cause upward pressure on prices. The savvy buyer may want to investigate buying now and beating a future rush. For Hampton Roads, we are seeing better price improvement than the national average due to continued above-average demand. Anecdotally, some agents are reporting a quickening in the market in recent weeks, but others don't see it, at least not yet. More data will have to come in over the next couple of months to test whether the perception is accurate. Over the longer term, it remains likely that housing prices will be stable to increasing in Hampton Roads overall. While we continue to see reductions from asking price, the trend on closed sales is still upward, just at a slower rate. In terms of total sales, forecasters generally expect more homes to be sold in 2026 by a factor of as much as 10%. While this is welcome news, the level of home sales would not be an especially good year, except by comparison with the last 3 years, which have been some of the slowest in decades. Forecasts of more homes sold do include expectations of lower interest rates in most cases. Rates have come down significantly already, and further reductions would likely cause more increased activity. This is because mortgage rates are a main factor in affordability. Lower rates mean lower payments and more affordable homes. While cuts in the Fed funds rate do not directly regulate mortgage rates, reductions in the Fed rate usually pull mortgage rates lower. Many Fed watchers expect 2 more rate cuts of 0.25 to 0.5% this year. Fed rates at this level would be in line with what I predicted for the end of year date at the beginning of 2025. End of year rate at the beginning of 2025. Thanks for watching Hampton Roads Real Estate News for October 20th, 2025. Please like or subscribe to get the latest news on the real estate market in Hampton Roads and beyond. I'm Coach Drew Little with the Home Run team at Real.